Wonderful. Secretary Clinton, Bonnye Kerroll here in Dnipro, Ukraine. Thank you so much. Thank you for being with the families of the fallen from the front lines of this war. I'm so honored to have you here. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Bonnye, and I am honored to be with all of you. I am a strong supporter of the work that Bonnye and her organization, Tap's, has done here in the United States over a number of years, working with spouses and families of the fallen. And I am incredibly grateful that Tap's work is continuing in Ukraine during this terrible, unjustified conflict. So let me express my gratitude to Bonnye and Tap's and to all of you for being part of this effort.
Secretary Clinton, it was because of our U.S. State Department who actually came to Tap's and asked us after the 2014 war to mentor the creation of an organization like Tap's for Ukraine. I've known Yulia now since that time, and she has been a dynamic leader creating this organization. But I would love for you to hear from her and from some of the families.
I would like that, Bonnye. And Yulia, thank you for your work over the last years. Many people have forgotten that the war that Russia launched continued from 2014 onward. And I thank you for caring for those families along with your colleagues.
Thank you very much. I really admire you, and thank you for this opportunity to talk to you and to represent our organization, Tap's Ukraine, and all of us. It's now support families of the fallen heroes, and since February, we take care of military units, of refugees, everybody who needs our help, we are ready to help. So thank you for your support, and all our families want to thank you that you are just here with us, and thank you for all have you done for America. Thank you very much. And I want to represent maybe one of our family, just speak about Alina. It's our new widow since 2022. She lost her husband in May in the Donbass region, or in Izum. So she with us, and we support her, and I think we will win all together with America and with Ukrainian people. We win in this war. Thanks a lot.
Well, you know, Yulia, I read some of the descriptions of the people that you are working with, and I just want to extend my personal condolence, my sympathy to you for the loss of your husband, your father, your brother, your son. It is heartbreaking, but it is also a great tribute to them and to all of you that Ukraine has been fighting so bravely against this aggression. And so as painful as it is, I know that many Ukrainian people are paying terrible prices for this war. And we cannot forget either those on the front lines who are in the fight and those families that are doing everything you can to keep life going. So I just want you to know how sorry I am for your loss, because it is painful in a war that should not be waged.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Would any of the families like to say a word?
Yeah, I would like to know, Secretary Clinton, nice to talk to you. We would like to represent and say a few words about this wonderful lady. She lives herself on the occupied temporary territory by Russians. And her husband and the family live over there. But when the war started, her husband went to the army, and he was, to great regret, killed. She was eager to escape from the territory. She was escaping in the full meaning of the word, without any things to hold with her. And now her son is in the front line, in the combat zone. And she buried her husband here on the free Ukraine, but they all died for the democratic and free Ukraine. So her name is Anastasia. She is from Lugansk, where now terrible battles, terrible combat is happening right now. Also, Yelena, we have a wonderful lady. She's a psychologist herself by profession. She lost her husband in 2015, and we call it the first Russian-Ukrainian war. And she was able to find forces and to continue living, and now she's providing fantastic psychological support to the families, to our growing, very sad, but growing family of Taps, Ukraine here. And now she is a psychologist, and she united around herself around 60 psychologists working on a temporary basis and providing services to people who need it. She's really the real heroine, and she continues living and giving hope to other families. We're very much proud to work with her. We also have Lila. She lost her brother in the first war in 2015. She joined Tapс, and she has the economic background, and we need her very much. She works with us as an accountant here, helps with all the financial things, because we really received a lot of aid from all over the world, from the United States, and we provide the aid we receive to our territorial brigades, to evacuees, to the military units. Everybody who comes and asks for help and aid, we, with great pleasure and eager to help and provide it. Marina Shachnik, also she lost her husband. Her husband was IT guy. She was working in a bank, and it was during the first war in 2014. Maybe you know or you heard about the terrible Ilovaisk tragedy, and her husband also was killed. She also joined Tap's family. She is with us since those days. And when on the 24th February, new war started, all the ladies, all the widows, sisters joined, and they were among the first volunteers to come and join and organize volunteering headquarters here. And our headquarters, Tap's quarter, as the most powerful, the biggest one in the southeast of Ukraine. Everybody knows about us in Ukraine, because it's a house, a home, and our hearts are always for all the people who need our support. Любовь Полевая, she lost her son also during the Second War in 2014, and she also joined our family. So we all are here together, and behind we have a wonderful team doing what they can. All the efforts are only for one thing. We want peace. We want to build democratic society in our country. We are free people. So that is our target, and that is our intentions, and we don't want war.
You know, I am so happy you all brought the pictures of your husbands, your sons, your loved ones. That's very touching to me. I thank you for that. And I see all the pictures up behind you as well. And you mentioned in describing the losses that have been suffered, that this is like a new family. It's like an extended family, as Bonnie knows so well. The loss and the grief is a new way of coming together to find strength and support. And that's what Tap's does. Tap's really, in our language, taps into the loss and the pain in order to give you some hope and some way to think about your life going forward. It's really the only organization that I know of anywhere that does this work. And each of you can reach out to someone else who has lost someone. We have to keep helping and supporting everyone who has suffered so much. And as President Zelensky has said, we want people to start coming home. We want to be able to help you rebuild schools and water supplies and electric systems so that the millions of Ukrainians, mostly women and children, will be able to come back. And your numbers will really make the strongest condemnation of Putin and his war machine. So I cannot thank you enough for having this commitment to helping each other, because by helping each other, you actually will help yourselves and your family in this time of such great grief and loss.
Thank you.
Secretary Clinton, thank you so much, and that's exactly what this is. This is an extraordinary family of incredibly courageous people who have suffered so much, and both women on either side of me here are also serving on the front lines. So this is a battle that is right on the home front. We're located in Dnipro. I know you know the geography of eastern Ukraine and know how close we are now centrally located this city is. The mayor of Dnipro has become a dear friend and a staunch supporter of the fact that this hub, this headquarters, this home for the families of Ukraine's fallen heroes has really become such a central point.
Well, Bonnie, my friend, I am so grateful to you and Yulia and all of you for letting me spend a few minutes with you so that I could express my appreciation and admiration for the work you are doing. I hope to be able, perhaps in the future, to come visit and meet you all in person and have a chance to see those pictures and hear the stories about your loved ones. I'm doing everything I can to support the effort to defeat the Russians and send them out of your country so that you can rebuild it and families can be reunited. But until that happens, the work you're doing through Tap's could not be more important. And it will continue even when peace comes finally, when victory comes over the aggressor, that work will continue. So Godspeed, God bless you, and thank you all so much for letting me join you today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Slava Ukraini.
God bless you. Take care.